Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables, and we have got the Betty Boop drop on Veve, and I'm going to cover this one right here and talk about how this could be more of a Betty Oops drop than a Betty Boop drop. All things considered, I'm just kidding, but there could have been a way to make this one even better, even though I really do like this drop. I do like the price, I like the edition sizes, and I like the way it looks, but I'll give you a little bit more information about the studio that creates Betty Boop and the image of Betty Boop that I would have preferred, even though that secret rare I have on screen right here is going to be really sought after. So if you do like this video, make sure you hit like and comment down below. Are you going to go for this one at the 20 gem price level? Very nicely priced, and the edition sizes are quite good as well. Let's get right into it. Here is the first look, of course. And then, of course, we do have the article review that I'm going to get into very shortly right here. I want to talk about the original image of Betty Boop, though. And this is more of what I was looking for right here, right off the bat. This is kind of the iconic image of her, with that little leg band that she has. Very, like sexy and everything from the past. They had a lot of fun with her, all through history. And this is kind of the iconic look that she has. We're not getting this image of Betty Boop with the dress and everything like that. We're getting more of these kind of other themed ones, which are cool in themselves for sure. But I would have preferred this one, I think, as her first. But maybe in the future, we will get a version like this in black and white. Would be even cooler if you ask me. Specifically animated with a bit of sound would also be awesome. If you actually check out, the site that they're from, the Fleischer Studios, they actually have a whole page right here of animated GIFs. And you can see there's like Betty Boop right there. And how there's one down here. If we scroll down right here, you can see how she's dancing in the middle right here. It would have been cool. Or doing her hair right there would have been really fun. Or doing that little wink she does. Those little animations would have been fantastic for this drop, but we're not getting any of those. And no sound as well, even for her little voice. So it's a little disappointing in that regard, but the edition sizes and everything make up for it. Let's do the article review right now. Here she is right here. I'm going to show you the secret rare immediately because I think this is the one that most people are going to go for. I think this one looks the best as well from the renditions that we're getting. And the edition size is actually really nice. There's 555 of them available, but they hold back 90. So there's going to be less than 500 of her available as a secret rare. And at 20 gems, I think that's a really nice price. I don't know how much cheaper you could go. 15. I mean, 20 gems is absolutely amazing for a level of that, for a drop of this level for sure. So I have no complaints about that. I think it's a totally good one to go for. The rest of the editions, however, at 1,100 editions on the rock and roll, which looks pretty cool, and 1,300 editions right there on the flamenco. And then, of course, we have the classique right there at 1,500 editions. This is more of a ballerina thing right here. All of these right here, I don't think are going to be like super sought after compared to that secret rare. But I do believe that people are going to go after this drop because of the secret rare. At 20 gems, I don't think you can really go too wrong right here. Let's do price predictions on these ones. I do think that the classique right here and the flamenco are both going to be under 10 gems in the aftermarket. Just my personal opinion, just a guess. I do think that the rock and roll ultra rare will be closer to retail, but I do think it still comes under at about 18. But I do think that this secret rare right here goes over 100 or at least close to it. For this one at under 500 editions, I think it's going to do really well. And people are going to want this one the most, if you ask me, right? For sure. Now, will we go for this drop or not? Well, I'm saving gems for Venom and for Carnage and for some of the great comic books coming up. But at 20 gems for a chance to hit a secret rare with less than 500 editions of an amazingly popular and famous character like Betty Boop, I think I'm going to roll the dice at least once on this one and see what I get. And then depending on what mint number I get or what edition size, what edition I get of the other ones, I'll decide what I'm going to do in the aftermarket for sure. But this would be a really nice set to complete if everything is under retail, except for the secret rare. You'll be able to get this original set right here of Betty Boop, which is so iconic. Such a known and famous character. The other thing about it is that Fleischer Studios right here has a whole list of other characters. If you go to their website, which I'll put a link in the description of the video here, you're going to get a whole bunch of other characters potentially through this studio, you know, which actually, if you look at this little graphic right here, you know, sorry if it's a bit blurry, but it's a bit low quality. You can see that Popeye's in there and some other really fun characters, you know, I mean, lots of really neat stuff. And obviously this kind of style of animation is quite popular right now. And so I would like to see more of these characters come, but we need them animated. We need them like moving around like they used to be right here. I think this would be really fun. And hopefully in the next future drops, if we get more of them, we will get some more animations right there, because I'd love to see some of these characters. Did you know they also animated Superman back in the day? That's Fleischer Studios. They're still around. They're still producing all sorts of really cool stuff. And Betty Boop is still really quite popular and quite in the mainstream. It's amazing how long this character has actually lasted for and how she's stuck around because of her enduring qualities. So I do really think that this drop is a really nice one. The price is really good. Like I said, I'm going to go for it at least once and we'll see what happens. So now it's time for your thoughts. Give me your thoughts. Is this a Betty Boop or a Betty Oops, you know, drop right here? You know, I would have liked animation and sound, but we'll, you know, we'll take what we can get. It looks really fantastic and the price is really good. Let me know if you're going for it as well in the aftermarket or on drop day. If you are, good luck on getting that secret rare. It's going to be quite sought after at under 500 editions. Anyway, I'll see you next video. Happy collecting.